Time now for The Real Estate Connection with Stephen Theard, a realtor and certified probate and real estate specialist. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned investor looking to downsize, move up, or refinance, this program is for you.
Our house in the middle of our street.
From probate sales to landscape design to home repairs and maintenance, this is your weekly look into all things real estate. Now your host for The Real Estate Connection, Stephen Theard.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is the last day in May, and welcome to another episode of The Real Estate Connection, brought to you by Good Patriot Realty. A salute to home ownership. Hey, I want to thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend it with me today and listen to what I have to say about real estate. Basically, that one didn't come out of my head the way that I expected it. Gonna get a zing for that. Add a little humor to the show. Hey, welcome and thanks for joining me to another episode of The Real Estate Connection, brought to you by Good Patriot Realty. Hey, if this is your first time here, I want to thank you for joining us. And if you've been here before, I just want to remind you, you can find us if you missed a live podcast at Apple Podcasts. Just type in my name, Stephen Theard, and you should find my logo that says The Real Estate Connection. And you can go ahead and just sign up, or you can email me at info@realestateconnectionradio.com. That's info@realestateconnectionradio.com. And I'll be happy to add you to my email distribution list for the podcast so it goes out and you won't miss it. The spring real estate market is chugging along. It is not what we have expected or what we had expected for this year. Interest rates did not come down the way we were promised they might by the Fed meeting and lowering the short-term borrowing rate. Even though that is not directly tied to mortgage rates, it's kind of a good indicator as to which way the country is going in regards to inflation. And bad news about inflation is never good for mortgage interest rates either. So we are still selling properties, but there are less buyers in the market than we thought, and people are a little bit more picky. However, inventory is still low, and so the prices of homes are still maintaining their trend upwards. So if you have any questions about real estate, whether you're looking to buy or sell in the near future, please feel free to give me, Stephen Theard, a call at 408-472-0817, and I would be happy to talk about your real estate needs. Now, without any further ado, we're going to get into the program. And what is today's program about? Ways to take your backyard to the next level. Now, maybe you've moved into a new home with a large backyard space, or you're eager to make the most of it, or perhaps you've been living in the same property for a long time, but now you're ready to upgrade your backyard. You can go beyond adding an outdoor dining nook or garden bed. Why not think bed? So here at Good Patriot Realty, we are here for some exciting ideas for an extreme backyard installation. All right, so we're going to jump into what those ideas are right now. Creating an idea board for brainstorming your home's projects can be both productive and enjoyable. Now, when my wife and I were getting ready to remodel our bathroom, we did use dream boards electronically online to help us with the process. It's really cool just to go out and look on different websites. I know we use Pinterest. Not sponsored by Pinterest, by the way, but just mentoring them because it is a good tool to use. We went online, went to Pinterest, created a dream board with different ideas that we were looking for as far as what we wanted our bathroom to look like. But you can absolutely do the same thing with coming up with dream board concepts for your backyard. If you have more than one person working on the project, you can create that dream board and add multiple people, and they can just dump ideas in there, and you start to exchange ideas back and forth, and a pattern will start to emerge on what everybody agrees with. And that's kind of the direction maybe you start going in regards to how you want your backyard to look like. Now, there are other online tools that you can use as well, like Free Photo Background Remover. You can isolate parts of photos and easily overlay new elements such as furniture, paint colors, and landscaping ideas. This interactive process allows you to visualize changes and get creative with your home improvement plans, transforming your initial thoughts into a clear and inspiring vision for your projects. So this is just more new technology that's out there besides besides your dream boards that you can come up with using Pinterest. You can actually use photos and take stuff out and insert stuff, and you can kind of create your own kind of dream landscape as far as what your backyard looks like. So picture yourself taking a photograph of your backyard and then removing items and inserting other items, and it'll give you an idea of what your own space will look like when you are adding different elements that you're seeing on these Pinterest boards into your own yard. And that's powerful. Before you couldn't do that. You would hire a landscape architect or a designer to come up with a static idea, but being able to pull elements in and out is super powerful. And that's thank you to the technology that we have today. All right. So you can also look at your backyard as a space for entertaining, which most people do. Some people look at it as a place to grow vegetables, and it's very functional. Some people look at it as an outdoor kitchen or an event space, but you can make it anything you want. Looking at it as an idea for outdoor entertaining areas extends your living space beyond the confines of your home. So California rooms have become popular in new home design in the Northern California Bay Area, where you will have a long bank of windows that slide open to a covered space that may have a ceiling fan, an exterior television, maybe even a pizza oven or an outdoor fireplace along with an outdoor kitchen. And they call it a California room because it really is an extension of the family room to an exterior living space that isn't part of the home square footage. But when you open and slide those doors wide open, it kind of becomes an extension of your living space and gives more usable entertaining room for your house. So that's another idea, along with outdoor kitchens and fire pits. And one thing that we found at Costco were these radiant heaters that you can either hang from your outdoor space to radiate heat down when it's on chilly evenings and you're outside, or you can stand them vertically and heat just the space that you're in if maybe you don't have a fire pit that is available for you to use in your space. So those are other ways that you can extend your outdoor living space as well. All right. Also, you can research common features that are in homes in your area. What this will do is it will allow you to figure out what items or what external additional features you can add that are popular in your area. Now, you may be asking yourself, why would I do this? Well, this will allow you to garner more value for your house if you start adding in popular features that are already in the neighborhoods. Now, you don't want to customize it to what everybody else wants, but if there are a few things that you have in common with everybody else, it will increase your home's value. And then when that day does come, when you decide it's time to relocate or move to a new location, either in town, downsizing, or upgrading, it adds more value and desirability to your house. And so that's not a bad thing. That's actually a really good thing for your house when you're researching common features. Other features that you can use for the exterior of your home include basketball courts, or what's really popular right now is pickleball. So instead of maybe just putting in a basketball court, maybe put the lines in for pickleball as well. Some of these basketball hoops have features where you can lower them, drop them, or they're on wheels so that you can move them out of the way. Why not have a dual purpose court for pickleball and basketball, which would really increase your home's value? Now, pickleball may get to the point where it's not as popular as it is today. So having a more standard sport court such as basketball will always maintain the value of the house as you increase its functionality on the outside and its entertainment value. So that's another way that you can build onto your house and increase your functionality of your backyard. Now, the quintessential hot tub or outdoor spa, that is something that you absolutely can add anytime. And what's really cool about these is now they've become portable. Just recently, I saw an advertisement for a blow up outdoor spa where you blow it up with air. It has a pump. You fill it with water. It heats the water. You can use that seasonally and then take it down in the summertime if you're not using it as much. Just drain it and deflate it, package it up and put it away. For the wintertime, you can bring it back out. That way, it's not always taking up residence in your backyard and you have some flexibility in how you use the space. Of course, you can always go with the permanent hot tub. Nothing wrong with that. It's nice to be able to relax in the evening after a long day's work or a long commute, and you just want to just simmer down and release the nerves and tensions in your body. It's really nice to have an outdoor spa. But again, with technology being the way it is, you can now do the portable spas and they're just as nice. They can hold up to 4 people in the ad I just saw recently. And oh, by the way, there's going to be links in my blog to this podcast where you can click on different ideas and go to different websites and check them out. This more functionality in technology that Good Patriot Realty and the Real Estate Connection are embracing for you, my clients, and those of my followers who follow the podcast. All right, what other ideas different things can you add to your backyard or the outdoor space to make it more functional or fun for you and your family? Consider maybe a climbing wall. That doesn't sound like something maybe you would do as an adult, but there are a lot of adults who do indoor climbing. So you can either create this wall for your children, or you could make multiple levels of it. The first part being for kids, the second part being for teenagers, and then have it really go up high and create a place where you can actually exercise and work out the muscles in your body by climbing to the top of this wall. Of course, you want to put in appropriate padding underneath for when people fall and proper pulleys and support systems in the wall so that it's safe for everyone to use. And let your insurance company know too, just in case they want to make sure that you cover for your guests when they're coming out, they use your climbing wall. So you also may be thinking about, hey, this is going to be losing a lot more energy. I'm going to have outdoor lighting. I'm going to have a hot tub that's going to be drawing power. I may be installing lots of lights in the backyard in order to create an entertainment space. We talked about a California room where you're going to have a ceiling fan and maybe an outdoor entertainment center with a television set and things of that nature. And you're thinking, hey, that's going to drive up my electricity bill. So you may want to consider installing solar panels to help you with the cost of the electricity going up because of the entertainment space you're creating. So that's another part of the pieces of the puzzle that comes together. And speaking of pieces of the puzzle, you may want to also install smart security cameras in the backyard so you have eyes on in case either somebody's trying to come in to your backyard and take some of the improvements, or just to watch the kids as they're outside playing. You get distracted in the kitchen. Maybe you have a few cameras that are pointing into the backyard and you have a screen or a monitor while you're either barbecuing, cooking, or hanging out with friends inside the home so that you have eyes on the people outside, and maybe even sound or an intercom system so somebody could say, hey, we need some more hamburgers out here, and you can just bring them on out. So these are just a bunch of really good ideas that I thought would find helpful as far as ways to take your backyard to the next level. If you have any specific questions about any of it, let me know. I can be reached directly at 408-472-0817 about your particular backyard space. Also, this will be up on a blog on my website at goodpatriotrealty.com, and you can download it or just access it directly online. You're not downloading my blog. I don't know why I said that. You can access the blog and actually access the links in the blog that will take you out to different ideas that I mentioned before in the podcast. and you can share it with friends, especially if you're on any of the platforms that the Real Estate Connection is streaming from. We're on iHeartRadio, iTunes, which is basically Apple Podcasts. Really, it's not iTunes anymore. It's Apple Podcasts. We're also on Spotify and Podbean. I think that covers it, but I'm going to put the graphic up one more time. That's Apple Podcasts. Look for the Real Estate Connection. Or if you don't want to go looking around the different podcast platforms for the podcast, I can send it to you directly via email, as I do to my other followers who are signed up for that. And I thank you for all my loyal fans who listen to these podcasts as they come out. Again, the spring real estate market is moving. It does not have the velocity that we had expected and we were anticipating in the first quarter of this year, but it absolutely is moving. Buyers have adjusted to the interest rates and they are out there looking for a home. The thought is when rates come down, more buyers will hit the market. More sellers will hit the market as well, as they see that the rate for their replacement property is more reasonable and they will start listing their homes for sale. So we'll have more inventory. However, it still will not be enough to make up for our lack of inventory that was created from the market crash of 2007 and 2008. So prices will still continue to rise. However, when there's more activity in the market, more buyers in the market, as interest rates go down, you will see the velocity of the increase in value in equity start to go up faster. Also, for all of those people who have purchased homes in these higher interest rate times, as interest rates start to drop, do not forget to refinance and put some money into your back pocket and lower your monthly mortgage payments. As interest rates start to go down, refinance activity will go up as people look to take advantage of lower rates and lower payments. It's just the cycle of the real estate market. It's been this way for years. As interest rates rise, less activity in the market, things move a little bit slower. But because of low inventory, we're in a unique time in history where the values of homes are just consistently going up. So if you want to speak about your specific situation and how you are going about buying or selling in this market, and you want somebody who's got their ears to the ground and knows what's going on in the market, 100%, give me a call. Stephen Theard at Good Patriot Realty, 408-472-0817. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. I'm going to leave you with this. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. We're heading into summer. Have great family vacations. And we will see you in our next episode of The Real Estate Connection, brought to you by Good Patriot Realty, a salute to home ownership.
This has been The Real Estate Connection with Realtor and Certified Probate and Real Estate Specialist Stephen Theard. Licensed Cal BRE number 0170019. For more information on this program, visit realestateconnectionradio.com. To contact Stephen directly, call 408-472-0817 or email info@realestateconnectionradio.com. And be sure to tune in next week at this time for The Real Estate Connection.